So I was looking at this tier list and I saw this character at the very bottom of the pit forgotten, which basically means our very nice personality Taoqui is considered to probably be the worst 4-star in this game. But the real question is why? So I went to go play her just to see why does she suck, like this tier list says. Just remember, tier lists don't mean anything. Play who you want to play, it doesn't matter. This game is great. So first of all, let's get to know what exactly does she do. I'm in the middle of battle, so I am scared. But basically, when you use her skill, she brings up these shields that go around her. That right there is called the Rock Steady Shield. Now, when you use her basic attack 4, which is just left clicking 4 times, the shield should turn into her forte gauge at the bottom. And in order to use that, you hold your left click and she hides in her little shield like I live in a box. And then you just want to left click. And that's how her forte works. And then of course you just have her liberation, where she just deals some nice damage. And of course she's stretching with very nice personality. But what you want to know about her is that she scales off a defense. So this goes for her ultimate, the Resonance Liberation, this goes for her Forte Circuit, and this also goes for her Resonance Skill. So when you do play her, I would not expect to see a lot of damage out of here. I mean, you probably see something else anyway, but she seems like a really nice lady. Now, usually with a lot of support characters, a lot of them shine with their outro skill. As for Taoqui, she does have a decent outro skill. The only problem is that she doesn't really have anyone right now where she can work well with. So with her outro skill, she gives a 38% gain on resonance skill damage deepened for 14 seconds. But a lot of the main DPSs, they are mostly dealing damage with their like basic attacks or resonance liberation or heavy attacks. As far as I'm concerned, that I know right now, there isn't a character that is mostly more reliant on their resonance skill. The only one that really comes to mind kinda is called Charo, because when he's not in his resonance liberation form, right, you're still just dealing your skill damage, so it could kind of work with him. But she also acts as a support, so when you do use your little shield, that's called the resolving recaliber, upon hitting an enemy, she grants a shield, and that shield lasts for 18 seconds. Now, I was too focused to really notice the shield, but I don't see the shield. Where's the shield? Right, if you actually saw, after I did that, she gained shield. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that till right now. I'm still learning. But that shield is also applied to your other characters. Well, it went away because that's the 14 seconds. But also, if you were to time it, if they attack you while you use her skill, she will also go in her state where you can attack and then you get your shield right away. Now, the problem with Taoqui as well is that she takes a long time to build up her concerto, which if you don't know, that's like how you can switch out your characters to do your intro and outro skill, at least compared to like a lot of other characters when you're trying to build that up. So if you're in the middle of a boss battle, I can see her doing, she could do well as her own against parrying, kind of similar to Janshin with her parries. As I previously mentioned, with her outro skill, there isn't really characters that could work well with resonance skill. I can really only think of called Charo and maybe Dungeon. That's like a big maybe. But she wouldn't act as a sub DPS. I wouldn't put her there, so I would put her as a healer or your buffer, just kind of like Verena if you wanted to. She's able to provide defense and she can also heal herself. I'm only using the same set because I don't have enough sets for everyone, but Taoqui can basically use this set as well. You can use the Bellborn, Geo, whatever, this turtle big boy here. You can use him as your main echo and as well just get the full set to get the healing plus, but you mostly want that increased attack of the entire team. But if that doesn't work, it could also work similar to Mortefi's set. You could also use the Impermanence Heron. Only problem is the second part, using outro skill, increases the attack up the next resonator. So having this set and you're having a team just with Mortefi and they both have the same thing, it's not going to work too well for you. So if you do have her as support, like Verena, it's probably best to have a set like this right here. And if you're doing her skill tree, I would recommend probably starting off with the Forte Circuit, her Resonance skill, her basic attack, and then her Resonance Liberation, because she's not going to deal too much damage considering because it's mostly based off of her defense. And of course, you also want to get the inherent skills where the defense is increased and also stamina is recovered. You're going to probably want some defense on her because she scales a lot on defense, as well as if you can get some energy regen, then that'll be great as well. Because if you remember, a lot of her stuff is scaled off of defense. Now, if you do plan to limit break her, or let's say you got a lot of her, she doesn't really have the best limit breaks, although my favorite one is the second one because crit rate and crit damage, right, respectively increase with respect. I see what they mean. But probably the best out of this is probably her 5th limit break where she can put up 20 resonance energy. And of course, the first one as well, that just makes her shield even better. And now for the fun part of trying to figure out how to play her. So of course, you want to use her skill to bring out her little rocks thing, attack 4 times so it could turn to the little Forte Circuit. Then you want to hold that and we die. Okay, one of the problems with her is that her skill takes a long time to like come back. Okay, but anyway, now that we have this, I want them to try to attack me so that while I'm in the middle of that, I can try to bring up my shield, or if not, you know, I'll just hold my heavy attack too, bring that up, attack, get the shield up, and you know, you would also want to bring your liberation up, but you know, that takes way too long. So while you have that shield up, so let's do it again. We're just gonna hold this until we get out. Luckily, there's like a damage reduce when that happens. Then you just want to switch out. That's basically it. But if you also have the turtle, right, before you switch out, bring out turtle, lag, and bam, you have even more shield. Mr. Turtle out here with the current defense puts up a good old shield. And also it's based off defense, so it really just works out for her. Overall, my overall thoughts, she's not like too bad, although compared to a lot of the other characters, I can see why they put her at the bottom of the list. She is pretty slow, but I do like her shield. It's kind of fun. It's just a little too slow for me. And obviously she's not going to deal too much damage, so of course I'd rather just have Verena if I had her, which I mean I do, so I'd rather use Verena. I also believe as a support, Baiji is even better to use than Taoqui, unfortunately. But like I said, don't let a stupid tier list stop you from playing who you want to play. Play who you would. Okay, let me back up a little bit. I feel like that's inappropriate. Play who you want to play. It doesn't matter what a tier list has to say. It's your game. Have fun with it. Have fun however you can. But anyways, I guess that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys all again in the next video. Goodbye.